Hey, what's up, guys? Look who we have. It's none other than the legendary Jerry Miculek. We're here at DavTac to do a little shooting.
Yeah.
We're going to be shooting some pistols. We got a little competition going down. If you know Jerry, you know he's famous for being a speed shooter with a pistol, revolver.
Shot a few.
So it'd be kind of crazy for Aaron and I to go against Jerry, but we thought, hey, if Jerry could teach us to shoot like he shoots,
that should be fun.
Then I think Aaron and I will battle. Let's see who you can make the faster shot between Aaron and I.
Let's go put some rounds down range and see how you guys stack up.
All right, here we are. Looks like you got it all set up for us.
Yeah, we've got a few guns out. We've got 2 pistols, revolver.
Maybe you could just take a little bit of time with one of the guns, show us some of the fundamentals that you use, helps you become one of the fastest shooters on the planet.
Well, one of the things I really focus on when I shoot a pistol is that I want to be neutral with the gun. You lean your head any way to see the sight. You need to turn the way the gun is in your hand.
What does it look like for the gun?
Okay, so give you an idea, I'm standing square to the target. This is pretty much the basic isosceles stance. But the big thing for me when I bring it up to shoot is I don't want to lean my head to see the sight.
Oh, right.
So if you're a right-handed guy and you mount into the target like this and you lean your head, that usually means this is too much in line with your arm and the gun that way, so I have to lean my head to see.
Gotcha.
You have to fit this in the dominant eye because everything is going to happen. The pistol, it's not in line with my arm at all. It's in line with my eye. So when I bring it into the shooting position to shoot, it's where my eye is looking, because that's going to be that's the control factor. What I see, I want to shoot.
That makes a lot of sense, especially for a shotgun shooter. That makes what I see, I want to shoot.
Yeah.
How do you start to do that? How do you make sure it's aligning with your eye?
Okay.
How you gripping?
First thing, if it feels good in your hand, it's probably wrong.
Okay.
So
if it feels good, it's probably wrong.
A lot of guys grab a pistol and say, man, this feels good. Well, you're probably holding it wrong.
So that's like the opposite of what culture tells us.
Well,
culture tells us if it feels good, it must be right.
It has nothing to do with comfort. It has all to do with vision skills.
Okay.
Your vision skills have to be repetitive and natural.
Yeah.
So if I have to lean my head and dupe or dive or whatever to see the sight, sooner or later I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to hit well. It's just like your shotgun. If I change the cant, the pitch on your stock every time you mounted it, you're not going to hit anything.
Yeah, if you start messing with how your eyes align with the shotgun, if you're not consistent where your eyes lining up,
exactly.
Everything's off.
This is your calibration. This is like getting fitted for a stock for a shotgun, except you have to go to the gun and the gun not to you.
Right.
So you can tailor a drop and pitch and call all that on a shotgun. With a handgun, it's just what it is. So you have to go perform yourself to it and not it to you. So in action speed shooting, those who see the fastest shoot the fastest. So if you look through the top of your gun, lean your head, wasted motion, draw your pistol, you got to do this to the sight. You block, you're not going to be a winner.
Right, right.
So I just stand here, I want to shoot, so I'm not going to do anything, but let this thing come under my dominant eye, make it happen.
All right, show us your grip.
Okay, big thing about a pistol is I want this thing to be under control, because if it's in recoil, I'm not hitting the target.
Right.
So when I grab it as high as I possibly can. You see it hitting on the knuckle here? Yep. And these fingers, not only am I holding it, but I'm thrusting down like I'm trying to pull this through my hand with these fingers. So it locks it into the top of my grip.
You're thrusting down with
these fingers.
Oh, with those fingers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you want to hold it with as much vigor you can without it shaking.
So you do want a nice, tight, firm grip.
This is like a death grip. It's like this thing is going to come around and bite me.
Yeah.
You know, just like you had a rattlesnake, you're not going to say, oh, he's pretty. You're going to go, I hold you like I want you to be my friend. You know, you're looking that way. So that's what you want to do. You want to command this. This is action shooting. This is fast. It's not going to, I'm going to shoot 6 rounds in 3/4 of a second. So I don't have time to lollygag around. I want this thing to be back on target as soon as possible.
Right.
This is, if you shoot 100 rounds, you want to go like, oh, I'm gonna go sit down for a while. Then I'm gonna come back and shoot.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a bullseye shooter, it's totally different.
Sure.
You know, like when you're shooting rapid fire on your aerial targets, that mount you get on your shoulder and you lock in and you pivot at your waist. It's similar to that. You're locking in and you pivot it at your waist, but you can't have it recoil.
So having a tight grip helps.
Yeah.
Right? But then what are you doing with your wrist to really lock things out?
That's a good question. I'm gonna go ahead and get up on target like I'm shooting. I want you to bump under the stock. Go ahead. You see
That's tight.
You see what you're seeing?
Yep.
The big thing there is it's going like this and not like this. A little bit of noodle at this distance, you're like 3 target zones right here. If you see that dispersion in my grip, that's 3 target zones.
Right.
So if I'm shooting rapid fire with that much noodle, I need a target 3 times as big to hit it. So you want me to demonstrate?
So you're getting ready to shoot here. Talk us through your grip.
Strong hand, of course, high hand, down, left hand, right, if you possibly. Right here, if I could shoot it right here, it's going to recoil straight back. But the higher it is on your grip, it changes that leverage point.
Oh, right.
So if you just give it a little bit of air right here, I've created this between the bore and the top of my hand. It's going to kick even more. So it's hard to control.
So you're getting that up as high as possible.
High as I can.
Yep.
And I got my wrist locked, and with my weak hand, I'm trying to get as much of my hand on the gun as possible. And then you just...
And where do the thumbs go?
They're not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
It's out of the...
It's out of the way.
Got to drive with the thumbs.
There we go.
If I try to drive with my thumb without a rest, it's too unpredictable. Every time I mount, I have to be perfect.
Oh.
So the best thing to do is just not rely on them.
You know, because that's something that I've done. I've actually put my thumbs up on the gun and use that as a little bit of stability control. You'd actually advise against that.
When it's perfect.
Yeah.
But if you grab out of the holster, or you do a reload real quick, and you come back in the target zone and it's not there.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this. This might be a shock to both of you guys, but I'm rarely perfect.
My term for shooting is, I want to shoot good when I'm stupid.
Yeah. Even when things aren't
very seldom
perfect.
on the line am I good.
Yeah.
I'm more on the stupid side, so I have to always compensate for the unknown. I grab the gun wrong in the holster. I've come in from a reload and I don't have my hand precisely like I wanted. Technique really comes in even more.
Right, because now you're on the clock, right? You're not just at the home range taking your time.
You can't put it back in the holster and say we're going to try it, we're going to start again.
Yeah, right. This is no YouTube video.
One thing you're going to notice in shotgun guys is that trigger pull on a handgun is more important than sight alignment.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to tweak it off target with bad trigger control. Shotgun guys, I'm not saying this to be rude, you can get really a hard trigger pull and still hit a target.
Oh, definitely.
You get rough on a handgun, it goes all over the place.
Well, and honestly, we have a lot of trouble. If we've been out shooting shotgun earlier in the day, then we go to pistol or rifle, we realize how much we slap a trigger.
Right.
And that does not work with pistol shooting.
You're milking it and you're not going to hit a thing,
Yeah.
and it gets you. And what you're going to start seeing with the pistol, I call it my lion eye, because the sight's on a target, but I missed it. Sight's on a target and I missed it.
And so a lot of people experience that.
Okay.
Why?
Because you're not reading the shot. You're reading the sight picture. When you read the shot, you actually saw it when it discharged and where it went. And what happens when you have a bad flinch, you move the pistol as it fires and you don't see it. I call it shooting scared. You're not getting any intel off the sight.
Well, here's one thing that I know, and I'm sure Aaron's experienced it, but I'm a pretty good shot with a pistol until I go fast. As I start to pick up that speed, I notice inconsistencies are huge. I'm all over.
Yeah,
so I'm hoping you can help me a little bit today, Jerry.
That's all trigger. You're riding the trigger wrong. You got to learn to cycle a gun and not jab it. I'll do a little shooting. I just want you to watch the slide. How much recoil or lack of recoil it is. Let's shoot the target in a second from the left just 6 times. You ready?
Yep.
Just watch the slide.
Whoa!
See? See how fast it came back on target?
Yeah.
I like how that was all center mass too.
Look at that.
So, but you have to have a technique that's good when you're stupid. You have to be smooth on the trigger.
Okay.
Other than that, can't walk.
Good when you're stupid, smooth on the
Smooth
trigger.
on the trigger. Got it.
Always. Just enough energy to fire it, not anymore. Your job with your trigger fingers is just to discharge it and make it go bang. Don't drive it.
Just show us a trigger pull. A nice looking.
Well, that's a hard thing to show, but the whole idea behind a trigger pull is to just enough energy to discharge it and not anymore.
Yeah. What I see a lot of people doing, I'm guilty of from time to time, is coming way off the trigger and cut and slap it back
I
again.
call that giving it air.
Giving it air.
You give it too much air, it does 2 things. It gets your finger off the face of the trigger, and then now you got to accelerate through all that dead space, and then you're slapping it to the rear. You're
Right.
not cycling the trigger, you're slapping.
Yeah.
And a lot of instructors tell you to do that, and that way you won't have trigger freeze. But what I've always found was trigger freeze is that I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because that's your #1 safety.
Right there.
Because
Yep.
when you're not thinking shooting, what do your finger does? It stops.
Yeah.
I'm in a course of fire, and I'm not shooting. I didn't give that a signal to do something. Somewhere in that loop, my brain was somewhere else, so the gun did not fire. Not
Right.
necessarily my trigger finger.
Right.
So it's the mental process of discharging that shot. So anyway, want to try some?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up first.
Okay, we're empty. I just want you to take a sight picture, like you're gonna shoot it. And I'm just gonna look at you. Not bad. Go ahead and mount up on your trigger like you're gonna shoot. You got short fingers.
Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out, Jerry.
You have long hair.
I think that they are perfectly average.
I know. Come back in the target zone, like you're gonna shoot. I'd like to turn this a little bit in your hand. And pull your finger out a little bit. Get it off the frame. Something like that. Now hold it like you're gonna shoot it.
Well, I wasn't ready.
Oh, you wasn't ready. Hold it like you're gonna shoot it. Let's see what kind of noodle you got. You see that noodle in your hand?
Yeah. Where do I got to tighten up?
Everywhere.
Tighten my cheeks up is what I'm tightening.
It's not going to be fun.
Okay.
Think of it as a rattlesnake. It's going to come around and bite you. Oh, he's a noodler. You see that vibration?
Yeah.
I did.
I can't tell. Like I feel like my wrists are locked
Yeah,
out.
right.
Is it more my shoulders or more my wrists?
Let's try it again. Go ahead and mount up. Now push down in my hand. You feel that? Push down. Push down. You see how you're not pushing down?
Why?
That's what you want.
Okay.
Now you push down like you were doing, and I'm gonna move my hand, and you just hold that lock in your shoulders. All right. See the difference?
Yeah.
Saw the difference already?
Yeah.
Okay, you had a moment.
I had a moment, guys. Me and Jerry, we had a moment together.
Okay, you see what I'm trying to get you to do?
Yeah, I felt like that was a lot more here than what I would normally do.
Oh yeah, it's like you got to resist that thing. It's like you want to have it in your mind is that somebody's going to pick me up by that muzzle and shake me.
Right.
That's how rigid you want to be on that gun, all the way down to your knees.
And something I found that as I'm shooting pistol and I'm trying to counteract recoil, I end up going like that though.
That's a natural thing. And it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
It's really bad when it's out of time. A forward push, when it's done correctly, is almost a gift if you can control it. If you can't control it, it's a negative.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, we'll see what I can do. let's see what I do.
A lot of guys will say you don't want to ever do that, but it's actually it's your body counteracting the recoil. When it's in time, it's a beautiful thing. When it's not, it's a flinch.
Yeah.
Fine line between control and I'm not hitting a thing.
Right.
The timing is off.
If you're almost predicting that recoil and starting to push, push into it,
yes,
you're going to throw a shot way off.
The gun won't bounce at all.
Right.
But when it's off, you're getting these terrific dips. And so to say, is it good or bad? All I know is it's where you are in that level of competition.
Okay.
There's no right and wrong, just winning and losing.
Well, I'm at the bottom level, so let's start there.
We all start somewhere. You want to try a few rounds? Just think about, you see that dot wobbling?
Yeah.
Nobody holds it perfectly still. That's not your problem.
Right.
Your problem is executing a good trigger pull.
Did you hear that? You want to say that one more time? I think that was important.
I said that dot is not all that important. It's the trigger pull that counts.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people think that they have to be perfectly still 100% of the time.
Two ways of looking at it. This is my target, and I'm shaking. 50% of the time, I'm going through the center of the target.
Yeah.
I try to make it perfect. You'll always destroy it.
Right.
So just accept your wobble, trigger out, and just live with it.
Accept your
wobble.
I like that. A light trigger.
Good trigger.
Yeah, that's a good trigger.
It's a good trigger. You're creating a monster here. You're doing good.
What do you think?
Nice. That's pretty good.
What could I do better?
Just
Just faster, more target, more consistent.
Yeah,
That's it.
It's all practice. I mean, it's how much time you want to put into it.
Yeah.
And what you see me doing today, if I find a better thing tomorrow, I will change. And that's something, I've been shooting this game now for almost 30 years as a pro. So if I would have not have changed, I had probably 6 distinct cycles through my career. If I wouldn't have adopted the next level, I would have fossilized. I became a dinosaur and I'd be a statue.
Yeah.
And the pigeons would be roosting on me. You know?
And you're far from that.
You can't do that. So every time I go out to the line, I want to say, well, this has got to be something better here. Something I'm not doing right. Let's just go faster. Let's do this. Let's put this, let's do that. Let's change this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know, your pivot points on your knees. Where am I standing? What's this finger doing? What's my head doing? So you question all that, it makes you a better competitor.
Right. Well, that was the easy brother.
Yeah.
Now you're going to work with more challenge.
Well, at least I get to do some shooting now.
Okay. You see, you got the elbows locked out like that. That's not necessarily a good thing. That's a little better. What you want to remember when you're fully extended like that, that gets so far away from you, you really don't have to push down.
Okay.
So there's a sweet spot, there's a reality spot somewhere that's different with everything. But anyway, something to think about. I never lock, there you go. I'd rather have that a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you see hardly any noodle. You see the difference?
I'm not a noodler.
He's not a noodler, hardly at all. That's pretty cool right there.
Well, let's see if I can hit something, I suppose.
That's gonna make for some good rapid fire.
I extended all the way. I noticed that.
You got to think. Yeah, every time you do a change, it takes a couple of thousand repetitions to get it out of your system. See how steady that gun is?
Seemed a little slow to me, Jerry.
Pick it up.
How was that?
Nice.
That was fun.
He's pretty stout. Is he the younger of the two?
Who looks younger?
I'm not going there.
No, you gotta guess.
You gotta
on this
guess.
one.
No.
We're putting you on the spot.
It's a beautiful day out. I load magazines.
He's the older brother, 4 years older.
Yep.
He does have a little bit more muscle on his bones than I do.
He does. He does. It shows in the shooting. Nothing personal.
No, I've been hitting the gym though, just so you know.
So what you want to do next, guys? Multiple targets?
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. What advice would you have on transitioning targets now if we move from one to the next?
I have different ways of thinking about it. Shooting multiple targets. There's different concepts. One thing I like to do is shoot cycles. So we're gonna shoot that center target, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do it off the timer from the low ready. If you just listen to the shot pace.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna shoot multiple targets at that same pace. Woo! See?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can shoot one target at that speed, I want to shoot multiple.
How do you account for the time it takes you to position and acquire a new target?
That's what when I go to a competition, if the targets are that far apart, subconsciously my brain says, I know I can easily do that in 1800 splits. So when it comes out of the host, it's going to start shooting 1800 splits.
Okay.
And my job is to get to the next target. Trigger pulling more important than side alignment. I don't want to break cycle on the trigger, so I got to get somewhere with it. Smooth trigger. Just keep it running like a hose. We'll give them all some love.
And where are you driving from? Where's the power? Are you driving with your hands? Are you driving with your shoulders?
You pivot on your knees.
Pivot
just
on
like
your
you do
knees.
with a shotgun. You know, when you do your aerial, you always pivot on your knees.
Okay.
It's the hardest thing to learn, but when you feel it, it's gonna. You're always want to see as much as you can. That's why it's so important to have that dominant eye, to have that pistol right with your dominant eye.
Right.
Because it's not, when you go through the transitions, you're not going to see, and it's not going to be looking where your eyes are.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the same concept as shotgun. If your eye's not where it needs to be, you will miss.
Yes, right.
100%.
Yeah. So same thing, but different platforms.
All right, let me try multiples.
All right. Just go for a controllable rate of fire.
I threw one of them.
Now try to walk it left or right, that same pace. threw your last shot.
Through the last one?
Picked your head up.
Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to think of all these things and keep them in mind until they second practice. It's a challenge.
Thinking is not good.
No, but you got to do it at the beginning, right?
You do.
When it's all new, you're thinking your way through it.
Yep.
Your pace was perfect, I thought.
I swung past the target.
Yep. A little. You left your body behind.
Yep.
You didn't pivot on your knees.
I was moving just my arms.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
Yep.
And same thing with a shotgun. If you don't bring your body with you, you're out of form.
Yep.
You see how you got out of form right at the end? Of course, see the last target.
Yeah.
And you saw it though.
Yeah.
Because you know how to shoot. You shot enough shotgun, you know how to pivot, and you noticed it instantly that you didn't pivot.
Right.
And you missed.
Let me try one more time.
Don't look back. Don't worry about where you've been. Worry about where you're going. You know what I mean? Don't shoot and score. You're doing good. You're doing good. Nice. That was good.
A little bit better?
You got them all. You get in the hang of it. It wouldn't take you long. Wouldn't say,
That is a lot of fun, and it's amazing what difference it makes just to have some great coaching.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could go out, Aaron and I could go out and spend thousands of rounds shooting on our own trying to figure it out, and honestly, a lot of our life, that's what it's been. Go out to the range, just try it, figure it out, and that's good, but getting some solid coaching from someone that's been around the block, that's the way to go, guys.
Well, I honestly, when you were out there still talking to some other people, me and Jerry were looking at, and he had me bring my hand up, and he's like, you're holding it wrong. I was extending my finger too far to get into the trigger, and he said, you're going to be pushing the gun that way. So already, when I was shooting before, you know, I got my hand up a little bit different and pulling the trigger back.
So you were pre-gaming. You were getting pre-coaching.
he pays more.
Hey, I had precious minutes with the legend. I was going to take advantage of it.
Let's see what you got.
He was milking me pretty hard while he had a chance. Yep. Right. You missed one in the middle. Got there. What you got to realize is when you fire that second shot, your job is over. You kind of stayed. Your gun came back.
I hesitated there for a second.
It came back down where it was, so you could have shot it 3 times. That's as soon as you lift that second shot, you're moving.
Yeah.
You're doing good. That gun doesn't move at all in his hands. It's pretty wicked.
That felt pretty good.
That was damn good. That was damn good. He's got an, you don't, as an instructor, you don't often see that, and I'm not smoking you, but I'm just telling you the truth. You hardly ever see a guy that comes into the handgun and has no muzzle flip. That is totally uncommon.
I'm feeling pretty good right now, hearing that from Jerry.
That is.
All right, what's
wow.
I think we've come to the point where Jerry has already announced Aaron as the champion of today's battle. So we thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of competition. Is the timer going to work in here?
We'll try. With nothing else, my trained ear will know the difference.
Oh, okay. We're going to do a little competition. I think we should get Jerry.
He pays more too.
Jerry should do it. Eric, he pays more. I didn't know we were paying. That was my problem. That's where I messed up. I think we should get you, Jerry, just to show us one more time how it's done.
Okay.
And then Aaron and I can go head to head. We're going to battle each other, and I want you to comment below who thinks would win this race between Aaron and I. Are we going to do 6 shots on target? We're going to do more? How? Yeah,
we'll do 6 on one, and then we'll come across 2 on each.
Okay.
all right?
So we're going to do 6 on one target, come across 2 on each, run that under a timer, and see who's the faster shooter after getting coached by the legend, Jerry Miculek. Comment below, is it Aaron?
Yeah.
Or is it me?
My goodness, that's fun.
All right. You want me to lead off?
Yeah, show us how it's done.
I get a warm up. Y'all been warming up. 6 in the middle. Here we go. You ready to try it?
Yeah. I'm going to let Aaron go first.
All right, don't shoot my table. Here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. 150. 150. Let's try it again. All right, you ready to go? Aim at five with target on the stick. Here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. Two misses on the right.
Yep.
173.
It was, that was,
173. You ready to do it?
Yep.
Here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Oh, that was some noodle in there, Jerry. That was some noodle in there. I don't even think I shot 6 shots, did I?
You did.
Yep.
You're 161.
Man, the pace didn't feel horrible, but I realized how much I was letting that gun jump like that as I was doing it. Yeah.
It takes repetitions, but not.
I feel like that one little peak. All of a sudden, I didn't start on target. I started down here. I started thinking about that, and I forgot to lock everything down. Yep. Okay, so Aaron beat me on the 6 shots on target, but I think the transition, 2 shots on 3 targets, I got him on this.
He had 2 misses, though. All right, here we go. Here we go. Shooter ready. Stand by. Well, he had 3 misses and a 1-8.
I didn't bring my best game today, but I also feel like, and I hate to, I mean, thanks so much for having us, but I feel like it's partly your fault.
It is.
I mean, you were sitting here boosting up his confidence the whole time, telling him how steady he is, how strong he is.
He kept slapping those 20s on you when you were out in the parking lot with your camera equipment. I just had to give it to him.
I know that's not true. Aaron's cheap.
It was a 5.
That was a 5. Yeah, that sounds more like it.
sounds more like it, yeah.
You know, one thing you got to realize when you shoot, it'll take over 2,000 repetitions to break a bad habit.
Yeah.
You're just not going to pick it up and say it's broke.
Right.
You have to live it. You have to go out and train and get it out of there.
Thanks so much, Jerry, for spending the time with us. This has been amazing. If you haven't followed Jerry on YouTube yet, we're going to put a link in the description. Make sure you check him out. Awesome stuff. Remember, it's impossible to hit the shots that you never take.
So pull that trigger and shoot for your dreams.
See ya.